What's up, everybody? This is Bojie here with Bay Area Real Estate. As you can see, I am in the warehouse right now. Well, I'm traveling during the holidays. It's just right now, I'm at a friend's warehouse somewhere in Phoenix, but I'll be back in town in 2 days. Well, I feel like I wanted to make a video, even though I am traveling, and I guess the warehouse background is kind of nice anyways. So, but today I wanted to talk about what happened to Zillow. And some of you might have heard that Zillow is currently facing a mass class action lawsuit for their investors. So let's give you a little bit of background on what's happening and what has led to this mass class action. So if you are in real estate, whether you're looking to buy a home or sell a home, chances are you know Zillow. Chances are you have gone to Zillow website to search for homes, and chances are you onto their websites looking for tenants, rentals, find out how much your home is worth and all that. Zillow is the #1 real estate searching website. It's got the highest traffic, and for a long time, Zillow's business model is, they have created such a huge traffic and they're really great at collecting data. Therefore, they have a really good platform for real estate agents to advertise their services on Zillow. So for a long time, Zillow's main source of income is charging real estate agents for their advertisements. And me included, I was a Zillow premier agent, basically, one of these agents who advertised on Zillow for a year in 2017. I paid $1,200 a month for a whole year at a zip code in Fremont, 94538. I still remember, for 25% impression. So for a long time, that's how Zillow makes its money. And in the last 2 years, because of the pandemic, and as we all know, the real estate market has gone up so much. The housing market it's like, it's on fire. For 2 years, Zillow decided to branch out and get into real estate investing and real estate brokering business. So they created this program called Zillow Offer. That means if you are someone who's looking to sell your home, of course, you can always hire a real estate agent and help you put your home on the market and get multiple offers. Or you can sell your home to Zillow. And Zillow Offer allows you to basically sell your home directly to Zillow without having to go through showings, without having to pay real estate agent commission. They do charge a little bit of fee for processing the paperwork. And also, to a lot of people's surprise, because typically, like, Zillow, in this case, they're acting as a cash investors, making offer to buy your home. And typically, cash investors will not offer top dollars because they're looking for deals. They're looking to get your home in exchange for your convenience and probably put in some money and put it back on the market for sale and to make a profit. But to a lot of people's surprise, Zillow, when they were making offer to buy homes, their offers are actually very, very competitive to what the market would bear, or even more. In a lot of these markets, I heard, like in Arizona, in a few other places, and Zillow is actually offering more than what the market is worth to buy your home. And that's what happened with the Zillow offer this year. And that's exactly what led Zillow to this mass class action lawsuit. So so let me share with you the article that I'm talking about. So check it out. And a company, a law firm, Bragger Eagle and Square. This is a very new article. It just came out a couple of days ago. They're basically saying that, for anybody, any investors that hold Zillow stock between February 10th to 2021 to November 2nd, 2021, if you had any of Zillow's Class A shares to Class C shares, you're basically eligible to apply to be included in this mass lawsuit. On October 18th, Zillow announced that the Zillow offer suspended the signings of new contract through 2021 because of a backlog in renovation and operational capacity constraints. And of course, the stock went down. And then on November 2nd, Zillow basically says they're done. They're done with Zillow offers. They will not be buying more homes because of the unpredictability in forecasting home prices, and their stock further went down. So basically, the stock went down, and of course, the investors are losing a lot of money. If you have invested in Zillow's share at the beginning of the year, it was like almost $200 per share, and now it's down to $64 per share. And the lawsuit basically says that Zillow being the company who advertised to be, absolutely transparent, helping buyers and sellers in real estate. Now they're facing the lawsuit that is basically saying that they failed to disclose to investors the following. Number one, the company experienced significant unpredictability in forecasting home prices for Zillow offer business. That basically tells you that the Zillow's estimate that you see online, every property that you see, including yours, you look at how much Zillow think your home is worth. That itself is basically unpredictable and it's not accurate. So here Zillow basically admits to you that they don't know anything about real estate markets. And such unpredictability, as well as labor supply shortage, led to the backlog of inventory. Like we know, Zillow still hold on to a bunch of homes that they bought at a super crazy high price, and they're unable to sell it, and that becomes a backlog of inventory. And as a result, the company was reasonably likely to wind down its Zillow offer business, and that would have a material adverse impact on its financial result. And at the end, basically, that foregoing, as a result of that foregoing, defendants' positive statement about company's business, operation, and prospects are all materially misleading or lack reasonable basis. And let's take a look at the Zillow stocks. So for the last 1 year, as you can see, at the beginning of the year, Zillow was like about 150, and then it went all the way up to close to 200. And that was, and they had their Zillow offer going on the whole time, buying a bunch of houses until, of course, they're losing too much money basically trying to flip properties. Until now, they're basically saying we're done flipping homes. We're done handling real estate transactions because we don't know what we're doing. And now their stock is basically at 63. And that is like from the height of 200 to 63. That's like literally more than 3 times. It dropped more than 3 times. That was like a huge dip in the stock. And therefore, now they're facing this massive class action lawsuit. And here's what I think. Now, I have to let you know that I do not own any Zillow shares. I've never owned any Zillow shares. And therefore, I am not really an investor that, I'm not qualified to receive the class action lawsuit. But I was a Zillow Premier agent in 2017. So I was a direct consumer of Zillow. As a real estate agent, I was paying Zillow money to advertise for a year. And Zillow's real business, which is to, charge real estate agent advertising fee. And that part of the business will continue to be, I believe that will continue to be their main business. And are they profitable? I don't really know. But because I know that the cost of getting all these data, that's a pretty expensive part of their operation. Plus, having all these like IT, software engineering, web developments, and so there's a lot of investments on the technology side. But that remains to be Zillow's main business. And hopefully this whole thing that just took place, it's probably just letting Zillow know, like, hey, Zillow, you should stay in your own lane. Do what you're good at, which is collecting data, providing marketing and advertisements for real estate agents, and helping buyers and sellers connect as a platform. That's what you're good at. And if you're trying to get into these real estate brokering business or real estate flipping business, that's not really something you're good at. You really don't know what you're doing. So I think you should stay within your own lane. And therefore, the stock, when it went up to almost $200 and now it's almost like $63, I personally feel like for a long time going forward, it could be a few years moving forward, it is unlikely for Zillow stock to recover back to its all-time high. But I could be wrong, but it's just that this is basically a failed business venture. And as a result of it, the stock went down. And it's rather unlikely for Zillow to pick up the same ventures again because they already proved to themselves and everybody else that they don't know what they're doing. They don't even know how to predict or analyze the home values anyways. So I would say, yeah, from a stock perspective, I am pretty negative. I have a pretty negative bearish view on the Zillow stock in the near future. And what would you do if you are a real estate consumer? Now, obviously, if you're looking to buy a home, Zillow's home search platform is great, and it's got most of the properties that the real estate agents are listing. So that part is always good, but do not solely go by Zillow estimate. Zillow has already proved to you that they really don't know what they're doing when it comes to evaluating a home value. You should always consult with a local real estate agent who have experience selling that type of homes. And if you are a seller, you should do the same thing. Don't go by what Zillow thinks your home is worth because again, they're most likely wrong. And secondly, this also proves that if you're selling your home to a cash investor, most of the time, a cash investor is buying your home by paying you cash and allowing you to leave all the trash and don't have to do any fixing and you don't have to do any showings and you can decide when you can move out. So yeah, everything is great logistically for you, but at the same time, they're not going to offer you what the market could offer you. You're going to be selling your home for a little bit less. That has always been the case for cash investors, and that would be the only way that cash investors will buy your home and take over the liability. And Zillow has just proved to you that as an investor, a cash investor, which is the case for Zillow this time, if you ever offer like all cash at the market value or even more, and hoping that the market will continue to go up, that's not going to be a profitable business. Zillow has already proved to you that's the case. Therefore, if you are a potential seller looking to sell your home and you come across investors, calling you or their advertisements that they buy ugly homes, they buy any homes for cash, just realize that it is legit, but at the same time, they're going to be buying your home for less than what you could sell it for if you list with an agent and put it on the market and go through multiple showings and multiple offers. That's just the reality of it. But I'm not saying selling your home to investor for cash is always the wrong thing. Just realize like it all depends on what the needs are, if what's more important for you is the convenience and the logistics, then of course investors that are paying cash is always a pretty solid options. So evaluate your situation and decide what's best for you. As far as this episode goes, I will continue to pay attention to what's coming with this class action lawsuit. And I'm going to put a link of this article in the description so you can read more about this article and study more about the details about this whole episode. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great holiday, and I will talk to you guys next year.